Hey guys, Molten Cookie here, and today I'm going to teach you how to play Thresh. So, for my runes, I don't actually have a rune page for this, but I use the AD, which works really great because you get the armor and you get some physical damage early, which is good for harassment. Ability power works great too. You will hit him with a lot with your abilities, your hooks and shit, with still some armor, the magic pen, but you would actually want runes that look more like utility based cooldown reduction runes. The ultimate rune page would be cooldown reduction runes and stuff like that. I'm going to show you a picture right here. It's going to be on the screen right now of a page which is more like the one you want. Now, for masteries, I like to pick 1812 or 0 18 12, 0 in ferocity, 18 in cunning, and 12 in resolve. First, you take the 5 points in out of combat movement speed to get closer to your enemy or faster to your enemy with a 3% movement speed out of combat increase, so you can hook them more easily. Then you take the secret stash for extra health and mana restoration. Then you go for mana regen because it really was worth it as Thresh. Then of course bandit for extra gold. And here I just I don't know why I have that. You should have 5 on intelligence because it gives you a greater cooldown reduction cap, and you also gain 5% cooldown reduction, which is really cool. And it's good on Thresh because you can use your hooks and your flays more often. Then you pick the Wind Speaker's Blessing. Your heals and shields are 10% stronger. And then on the resolve page, here you can just pick whatever you like between these two. Both are tanky, so it's good for Thresh. 15% movement speed in Brush and River. That's pretty self-explanatory why that is good. Then plus 50 health for a bit more tankiness, and reduce the cooldown of summer spell by 15%, even more cooldown reduction. These are the support masteries you should be using for Thresh. Now, for your spells, you should of course pick Exhaust and Flash, which is the standard on any support, I guess. You could also take Ignite, but Exhaust is the best. Flash you should keep no matter what. Now we're just gonna go into a bit of Thresh's abilities. Thresh has 4 abilities and quite good passive, if I do say so myself. His Q is a hook that you throw. It's called Death Sentence. You can throw it on an enemy and it will hook them if it lands. It's a skill shot, and it will stun them for a short duration and drag them a bit towards you. Then you have the option to drag yourself in towards them if you want to. Then you have your W, which is your lantern, and that ability lets you throw a lantern out, which shields an ally, and they can also pull it themselves in towards you with it. So you use your Q to engage, and or just harass a bit, but you want to use it to engage mostly. Your W you want to use to save your allies, and your E that's your flay. You use it to throw enemies in a certain direction that you choose. You want to use that after you pull yourself in with your Q, or to flay people away when you're running. Your ult is a box of slows, as I would call it. A fucking death chamber, death chamber. you put a cage around you, or with 5 walls, I believe, that will slow enemies that pass through them. You want to use that for running away in tight places as the jungle, or when engaging when people try to run away. Now, this is Thresh's basic build. As you can see, you start off with the normal items that will pop up at the start: the relic shield, 3 health pots, and a warding totem. Early, the first thing you want to build is a sightstone, as I will show you when we get into a game later. Then you want to go for boost of mobility. You could go for situational items, like if they have a lot of AD, only AD, you should definitely go for Ninja Tabby. If they only have AP, you should definitely go for Mercurius Threads. If not, you should go for boost of mobility or boost of swiftness. You can decide that yourself. Personally, I prefer mobility boots. Then you want to switch to sweeping lens as soon as possible. Oracle alteration at level 9. Do not go for Face of the Mountain. Well, you technically could, but I would prefer to go for Eye of the Equinox, like every single game, no matter what. Then after you have Boots of Mobility and Eye of the Equinox, you would normally go for like whatever. If you feel they have a lot of magic resist, start building on items like Michael's Crucible, other items on his list with a magic resist. If they have a lot of AD, go for Demon's Blade, Randuin's Omen. And then after like 2 tank items, you could go for example Randuin's Omen, and this is of course not on this picture, but you could also go for heavy magic resist items. That is also good. But basically, I usually, if they have a balanced team, I go for Randuin's Omen, then a heavy magic resist item, and then after that I would usually go for Righteous Glory, and if they have stuns, if they have good stuns, Michael's Crucible, and then Seek's Harbinger. That is usually what I go for, but it also depends very on the situation. You should focus your build around cooldown reduction, utility, and like for example slows, stuns and such, and tankiness, but not too much tankiness. It does not say so here on this item list, but Banshee's Veil, man. Veil, man. If they have a lot of AP, Banshee's fucking Veil all the way. If they don't, go for something like this. You want to go for Randuin's or Deadman's Plate, and then so some of these items have a little bit of magic resist. If not, fucking just you can build a full magic resist item. It's totally okay. There's no problem with it. Anyways, I'll see you when we get into a game. Hey guys, this is the Molten Cookie, and today I will be bringing you a League of Fucking Legends guide on how to play the notorious Thresh. God, that sounds autistic. As we are in this loading screen, yes, there we started. Here we go. Okay, first you of course want to start off with the normal relic shield, and like the normal starting items, the normal starting items. Then you want to either go for your Q, that sentence, as an ability, or your E. I prefer the Q, but you can also go with the E, that's whatever. I saw every other support, you go for Exhaust and Flash as your summoner spells. And what Thresh is all about is basically, by the way, I'm going to show runes later. Runes, I would recommend you support runes, of course. I will show later in the video what kind of runes you should use. But this is more like of a just gameplay video. But I will also like use this as a brief tutorial on how to play Thresh. As Thresh, you want to build a bit tanky, but mostly towards the mobility way, and I will show you throughout the video what to build. This is not a full normal like tutorial, so it will not be as full of like tutorial stuff, I guess, as a normal tutorial video would, but nonetheless it's gonna be like more fun. Me playing Thresh, talking about random shit video, and at the same time teaching you how to be a better Thresh. So what you want to do with this guy is you want to stay passive as fuck until like you can get a really good hook on him. And as Thresh is like a very he's like one big stun, basically. That's what it is. He's a big stun. This guy is just a big stun. Oh, no. Fuck that. He's a big stun. So basically you just want to stay passive and jump in when you get a good chance to do so. But not, of course, too early. You should at least get to level 3 before starting to jump in with this guy. Your Q is your hook, which it's an ability you throw, and if it lands on someone, it's gonna stun them for a short duration, and you're gonna pull them a bit towards yourself. You can also drag yourself in with this ability towards the enemy player. Your E is a flay, which throws someone in the direction that you're facing with it. So if you want, basically you want to Q someone, drag yourself in, and then E or flay them backwards. Your W is your lantern, which you can use to save someone by throwing it at them, and they can drag themselves in. They will also get a small shield. And your ult is like that. It's a pentagram, I guess, of walls that will slow the enemy. Morgana actually counters Thresh quite a bit, because she can black shield his Q. Well, she can also black shield his E, but that's quite hard to do. So you just want to, like, when you get to level 3, you want to start throwing Qs at him. You want to start throwing them death sentence at him, and then when you eat a death sentence, you want to drag yourself in. If it's a good opportunity to do so. This guy is going way too far now. You see, that's first blood. That is first blood. And can she get Morgana too? No, she cannot. Anyway, it's not a first blood. They already have first blood. But it's a good kill. You also want to collect your souls. That's your passive. Collecting souls. Your souls, they stack up and will give you armor and ability power. You can check here how much bonus armor and ability power you have if you hold over. This is called Damnation. So the first thing you want to go for is obviously Sightstone. I'm just going to wait it out since it's like 20 gold. That's the first thing you want to go for. It's a Sightstone. After, of course, your starting items. Then you want to go for target sprays, sidestone and target sprays, and build them together into Eye of the Equinox. After that, you want to go boots, and get them to boots of mobility. After that, you should go kind of tanky, but mostly utility, so that you have most of your items will be like slows or speed ups or buffs on your ally. So slows, buffs, and ally buffs. Did I say ally buffs? Yeah, slow speed ups and ally buffs. That's basically what you want to buy, with a bit of tankiness and a cooldown reduction. So you want to go for cooldown reduction and tankiness and utility. As you can see now, we're kind of pushing, and when you don't want to push too hard with Thresh, like you don't want to hook yourself into a nasty situation when you can't get out. And normally you would want to change this out, the Warring Totem, for the lens. I just forgot to do it. The thing about Thresh though is that he's a really good CC. After 6 you should definitely go in. Against Morgana, of course, stay behind minions. When you see they're low, that's when you go in. Like now we're gonna get, yeah, she's gonna get another kill. But you want to stay passive until you hit a hook, so basically just stay behind minions, just stay passive. When you see a really good opportunity to hook, for example, they're low, they're running, they just used some abilities, they use summoners, something like that. You want to use your hook, and if you hit your hook, like I did now, you want to jump in and flay them. My bad. You don't want to do that. So that's your aggressive abilities. Use your Q if you hit your Q. Well, you can use it to harass. You can use it to like hit them and don't go in if you feel like it's not a good shot to go in, and it's not smart. You're gonna die. Sometimes you know that you're just gonna die. You're not tanky early. If you see it's a good opportunity, pull yourself in and flay them backwards. Oh, that was really dumb. That was my bad. You can also use your ultimate both passively or aggressively. You want to drag yourself in with your Q. Flay them backwards or whatever direction you want them going. Because I see a lot of players would flay them forwards, but that's not what you want to do. You want to flay them backwards. Always save your W. Okay, you can use your W or your lantern or dark passage to pick up souls, but you don't want to do that. You want to save it unless you know there's not going to be a situation where you need it. So either shield an ally or help them get away from a dangerous situation. And your ult, you want to use that if, for example, you get a really good hook, you go in and you flay them and you see they might get away, or there's a lot of people around, you want to use your ult. If everyone's around you, it can hit a lot, it can slow everyone. It's very situational. You can also use it passively if you're running away. By the way, if you're not familiar with support, you want to ward this bush and this bush. Both of those bushes. But this one is the most important. You can also use you should use your pink in that bush and your, why am I pinging? You should use your pink in that bush and always buy a pink, like I forgot to do, and then a side stone in the other bush. And then maybe a normal ward like over by the dragon pit could also be a good idea. Yeah, I'ma hit these hooks with my man Thresh. With my man Thresh, I'ma hit these hooks. Look at them fly. Come closer. Come on, just a bit closer. Oh shit. When you just use your hook, you want to be really passive, because when you just use it, you're basically fucked if they can engage now. I don't have my hook. I'm vulnerable. They can fuck with me. They couldn't normally, or like now I'm a threat to them. Fucking Garen, man. Teleporting down here thinking he can take us. Man. He ain't getting shit for that. Well, I have 2k gold now. I should probably back. And 2 kills for some reason. Okay, so now I want to go for Target's Brace. Build it together to a Eye of Equinox, and then boost mobility, and then a pink. Then I'm going to change this out to Sweeping Lens, and at next level, at level 9, or next time I'm back, I want to change it out for this, the Oracle's Alteration. Make sure you put them on keys you can easily access. Lucian is gonna pay for these. This is why I stole his wife, man. This is why I stole his wife. He ain't getting on. He ain't getting he ain't getting no women. No women with that 0 to 3 performance. That's a bad performance. That is a bad performance. Morgana is bronze, just so you know. Okay. How am I playing with a bronze? Okay, I'm only silver 3. But I shouldn't be beating bronze, so... Okay. I'm gonna put a pink here, clear the ward. I'm gonna put a ward here, and a ward right here. You see, it's all about getting the hooks, man. It's all about getting the hooks. When you get a good hook, you can just pull yourself in, play them the other way, and alternatively use an ult if you feel like you need to. Just to slow them down, and always just save your lantern. As soon as you see someone coming, you should just run and throw your lantern out. Another thing with Thresh is that late game, he can be like the deciding factor if you win or lose, like really easily, depending on if you hit a good hook or not. So stay kind of in the front, but not all in the front. You don't want to get caught. You want to hit a good hook before you engage, and you want to make sure your whole team is there for you to, so they can engage with you. You want to kind of stay in the bushes sometimes if you can, and because if you hit a good hook, it's basically, oh.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, boy. That is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. We're gonna do a dragon real quick. I'm hoping this is not gonna be like a big stomp. Their echo is really good, but the rest of their team sucks dick, so I don't know. It might become a stomp, it might not. My team is actually really nice this game. Usually they would call me like stuff, you know, people on this server, Europe Nordic. They're not really nice. They're really mean, aggressive. They will call you stuff you're not gonna like. Anyway, after this it's kind of optional. I usually like to go for Randuin's just because it's a really good item. You get a lot more tanky, and you also get a slow, which can be really useful. So you can slow them even more. Like, you can use that and use your ult. They're gonna get so fucking slowed. They're gonna get slower than a turtle. They're gonna get slower than a snail. They're gonna get slower than my grandma. On retail. And it's also quite tanky. So it's a really good item, in my opinion. On Thresh. Yeah, I'm only silver 3 currently, as I said. Oh. You see here, I got stunned, and like now they have a chance to get away. Or for example him. So I use my ult. He got really hard slowed. And Jinx is 8-1-3. That's great. That's great, Jinx. You're a good Jinx. Oh. Oh, see, this is when again to run hard as fuck and like, okay, I'm dead. Yeah. If there's no one to like drag in or no one to save, you want to use your W to just shield yourself and maybe your allies. For example, I died, but I managed to save my team, or at least like Jinx. And she's really bad, so she's worth saving, to say the least. Oh shit. Is Jinx in trouble? Is she in trouble? Can she get away from it? I don't know. Garen is definitely after her. I might be able to save. No. Nope. I was not. I was not able to save her. Nope. Teemo hits hard. Like really hard. This fucking Teemo, man. Oh, this fucking team. Oh god, I hate Teemo. Annoying piece of shit. That's what it is. You see, late game, or if your lane is doing very well, you should definitely go around ganking. Either with your teammate or alone. as long as someone's in that lane for you to help. He can be really good at ganking. This Thresh guy. Oh shit, they coming for us. Well, I don't think they stand a chance. Oh, well, I'm dead. Well, that was my bad. At least now they use their abilities. Our Jinx is really good. Unfortunately, she doesn't have her ult up. She would have gotten him. Probably. Her aim seems pretty decent. I'm sorry for me coughing all the time. I don't know, I'm not sick. I can't blame it on that. You don't want to go in too hard though before you get your tank items. That's kind of important to remember. You want to wait a bit till you get your tank items up, then, like you see now, I got Eye of Equinox, Bosom Ability, and Random Omen, so now I might want to, I'm not sure, you either want to go for Magic Resist, it kind of depends what the enemy team has. Right now I want to go for Magic Resist because they have Teemo, Morgana, and Echo. Then after that, I'm probably going to go for Mobility. You see, that hits her for a lot. A good thing to do is also to like just throw a shield in first, like early. You just throw a shield in really early, and then you run away when you get low and someone can take your shield and be able to save themselves. So now you want to get some magic resist. They don't have too many stuns. If they had more stuns, I would go for Michael's Crucible. But they don't. It's very dependent on what they do have or what they don't have. So right now I want to go for Bench's Veil. But like the main building, what you want to build is like utility, CDR, and tankiness. So a bit of tankiness, a lot of CDR, or like a bit of tankiness, a bit of CDR, and a bit of utility. Just remember, you're just a big stun. You want to protect your allies with your abilities. You can use all your abilities to protect your allies. Flay them away when they're coming for your allies or you. Hook them to stun them for a bit. Use your ult to slow them down when they're running for you. Your W to save your allies. But you should also use them very aggressively when you can. At least your Q, E, and your ults. Right there you see I used my W to shield her, so she wouldn't take as much damage from that calling. And right now we're just gonna push this turret down. Goodbye, turret. You were a good turret. Not anymore though. Can we get it? No, we can't. But we might be able to push again now. You get so many slows on this guy, like your ult is a slow, and that's why you want to build some slow items, randomins, and Righteous Glory is also very good. For speed up, then slow, use your Righteous Glory. Then when you get close to them, you use the Random Omen and Righteous Glory again. They get double slowed, you can use your exhaust for more slow and your ult for even more slow. That's like almost a stun when you put all of those slows together. They will be so slow, they will almost be stunned. Okay, that guy attacked. Now you want to use your hook very wisely. Example when they're low or when someone is away. That's a good time to use it. Damn, I'm really tired right now. I might just have to go to bed after this game. Also, if you're gonna hook their ADC or their mid laner, that's really good. Now. Right now, see, I used my Q. I was lagging hard. Used my Q for nothing, so instead you can use your flash if you have to. If you have used your Q, you can still flash in, flay them, and then use your ult. That works very well as well. And then after that, you saw I had like 2 more slows to use after I was done. You want to save those at random zone and then exhaust for like when people are running away. Or when you're running away, I guess. You see, I'm faster than her because my clan name is Quick. This is the reason that I'm faster than her. Means fast in Norwegian. Look, I'm just distracting them. She can get away. It's working as intended. Very good tactic. I totally did all of that on purpose. I did totally meant to do all of that right now. Just I totally meant to do that. Okay, I didn't. I didn't actually mean to do that. But it kind of worked out, okay? So it's justified, okay? Only since it worked out. Now we're currently very far ahead of them. 4 turrets, 1 dragon, and a bunch of kills. So we're just gonna stack more dragons. I'm gonna get myself some souls. And we're just gonna go for more team fights, obviously. At this time, you really want to ward Baron. Of course, they're not gonna go for it now, or they might, but... well, most likely they won't. But it's still a very good target to ward. Wow, they actually started Baron. I cannot believe they did that. They're gonna die hard. Right now. They actually got Baron, but it's not worth it for them. I never thought they were actually going to do Baron there. But... what do you know? Silver players. Well, I'm a silver player myself, so I can't really say much. I was gold last season. Last season I went from bronze 4, I think. Yeah, bronze 4. I started bronze 4, and I went all the way up to gold 3. And then this season after placements, I won 7 out of 10, and for some reason I was placed from gold 3 all the way down to fucking silver 5. Riot. GG Riot. So I worked myself up to silver 3. I didn't play too much, not really much, so you know, I'm still a low rank, but I think I can work myself up. Not too much difference here. And in gold. So it looks like we're gonna win this game right now. We can probably win this right now. Yeah. Remember to always type GG, well played. And that's the win. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.